Hi, I'm Edgar. I never thought I'd be that guy, the one fighting his ex in court for his own kid. But here I was, 3 years into the messiest custody battle you could imagine, all because Jessica couldn't stand that I'd moved on with my life. Daddy, when am I coming to your house again? Tyler asked me during our last supervised visit. He was 6, with Jessica's dark curls but my gray eyes. Soon, buddy, real soon. We've got court next Wednesday, and I'm going to fight to have you stay with me more often, okay? Jessica won't like that, the supervisor, Mrs. Chen, muttered under her breath. I shot her a look. What Jessica likes doesn't matter. What matters is what's best for Tyler. The day before court, Jessica called me. Edgar, we need to talk. Can you come by my parents' house tomorrow morning? Early, like 7, before court. Why would I do that? Because Tyler's been asking about some of his stuff that's at your place, and I thought maybe we could work something out. Show the judge we can cooperate. I should have known better. I really should have. But I wanted to believe she was finally being reasonable. Fine, 7 a.m. But I'm not missing court, Jessica. Of course not, she said, her voice dripping with false sweetness. I wouldn't dream of it. The next morning I arrived at her parents' house at 6:55. Jessica's mother, Margaret, answered the door with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Edgar, come in, come in. Jessica's running a bit late, but she'll be here soon. Coffee? No thanks, I really can't stay long. Court's at 9. Oh, there's plenty of time. The courthouse is only 20 minutes away. Here, let me show you Tyler's room. He's been keeping some drawings for you. I followed her upstairs, my instincts screaming at me to leave. But I wanted those drawings. I wanted anything my son made for me. They're in here, Margaret said, opening the bathroom door. I stepped inside, confused. In the bathroom? That's when she shoved me hard and I stumbled. The door slammed shut and I heard the lock click from the outside. What the hell? I yanked on the handle. Margaret, open this door. I'm sorry, Edgar, she said through the door, not sounding sorry at all. But you're not taking my grandson away from us. You'll miss court. The judge will rule in Jessica's favor and everything will go back to normal. This is illegal. You can't just lock me in here. Who's going to believe you? Jessica's not even here. I'll just say you never showed up. I heard her footsteps retreat down the hallway. I pounded on the door, but the bathroom was in the back of the house. No one would hear me. I checked my phone. 7:15 a.m. I had less than 2 hours. That's when I called my best friend, Marcus. Yo, Ed, aren't you supposed to be getting ready for court? Marcus, listen to me carefully. I'm locked in a bathroom at Jessica's parents' house. They're trying to make me miss court. What? Are you serious right now? Dead serious. I need you to call the police and get here now. 447 Maple Street and Marcus, record everything. I'm already in my car, Marcus said. Stay on the line with me. You recording this too? Yeah, started the voice memo the second Margaret locked me in. I looked around the bathroom desperately. Small window, too high to reach without standing on something. Smart. That's evidence right there. The cops are gonna love this. 20 minutes felt like 20 hours. I could hear Margaret moving around downstairs, probably making herself breakfast like she hadn't just committed a crime. Then I heard Marcus's voice outside, followed by Margaret's. Ma'am, my friend Edgar is supposed to be here. His car's out front. I don't know what you're talking about. No one's here but me. That's funny because he called me from inside your house. So either you let me in to check or I'm calling the police for a welfare check. You can't just, already dialing. Yeah, hi, I need to report a possible kidnapping at 447 Maple Street. I heard the door slam, then footsteps pounding up the stairs. The bathroom door rattled. It's locked from the outside, Marcus shouted. Edgar, you okay in there? I'm fine. Just get me out. I heard splintering wood, and then the door crashed open. Marcus stood there with a crowbar, his phone recording everything. You just broke my door, Margaret shrieked from downstairs. And you just committed false imprisonment, Marcus shot back. The police are on their way. We ran downstairs. Margaret was on her phone, frantically texting. Who you texting, Margaret? Jessica, her dad. Letting them know the plan failed? She looked up at me with pure hatred. You're ruining this family. I'm ruining it? You locked me in a bathroom to steal my son? 2 patrol cars pulled up outside. Officer Rodriguez came in first, a stocky guy I recognized from Tyler's baseball games. Edgar, what's going on here? Officer Rodriguez, this woman locked me in her bathroom to make me miss my custody hearing. I've got the whole thing recorded. Her locking me in, admitting why she did it, everything. Margaret's face went white. That's not... I didn't... Ma'am, did you lock this man in your bathroom? Rodriguez asked. He's trying to take my grandson. What was I supposed to do? Rodriguez looked at his partner. Did she just confess? Yup, the partner said. Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. My phone buzzed. My lawyer, Andrea. Edgar, where are you? Court starts in 40 minutes. Long story, Andrea. I'm with the police right now, but I'll be there. And I'm bringing evidence that's going to bury Jessica. What kind of evidence? The kind where her mother admits on tape to falsely imprisoning me to sabotage our hearing. Oh my God, get here now. This changes everything. At the courthouse, Jessica was waiting outside the courtroom with her father, Robert. They both looked smug until they saw me walking up with Marcus and Officer Rodriguez. What's he doing here? Jessica hissed. Your mother's been arrested, Jessica, I said calmly, for trying to make me miss court by locking me in her bathroom. Robert stepped forward. That's ridiculous. My wife would never. I have a recording of her confessing, Robert. Want to hear it? His face crumbled. Jessica grabbed his arm. Daddy, what did Mom do? Exactly what Edgar said, Rodriguez interjected. She's being processed right now. False imprisonment, conspiracy to interfere with custody proceedings. This is serious. Andrea pulled me aside. The judge is going to hear about this. Are you ready? I've been ready for 3 years. Inside the courtroom, Judge Martinez took her seat. Jessica's lawyer, a weasel named Thornton, was already trying to spin things. Your Honor, we'd like to request a continuance due to a family emergency. Denied, Judge Martinez said sharply. I've already been briefed by the police about what happened this morning. This family emergency was a criminal conspiracy. Proceed. Andrea stood up. Your Honor, we'd like to submit new evidence. A recording made this morning of the respondent's mother admitting to falsely imprisoning my client to prevent him from attending these proceedings. Jessica's face went red. Thornton whispered frantically to her. The judge listened to the recording, her expression growing darker with each passing second. This is Margaret Winters' voice? Yes, Your Honor, I confirmed. And I'm prepared to testify about everything that happened. Miss Winters, Judge Martinez addressed Jessica, did you know about your mother's plan? Jessica's lawyer started to object, but she cut him off. No, I swear I didn't know. I would never. Your mother claimed she was protecting her grandson from me, I interrupted. Why would she think he needed protecting unless you'd been telling her lies about me? I haven't been lying. Really? So you never told her I was dangerous? Never said I was an unfit father? Never suggested that Tyler would be better off never seeing me? That's different. I was just worried. About what, Jessica? About losing control? About me actually being a good dad? Judge Martinez slammed her gavel. Enough. Mr. Thornton, does your client have any evidence to counter these allegations? Thornton shuffled papers nervously. Your Honor, my client has been the primary caregiver because she's fought me on every single custody request. I stood up. I've asked for 50 custody from day one. She's the one who demanded supervised visits. She's the one who claimed I was unstable with zero evidence. And now her mother tries to kidnap me so I'll lose in court by default. How is any of this in Tyler's best interest? Jessica started crying, that manipulation tactic she'd used on me for years. Edgar, please, can we just talk about this outside? We can work something out. For Tyler. No, Jessica, we're done talking. Every time I try to work with you, you sabotage it. Every time I trust you, you betray me. This ends now. Robert stood up from the gallery. Your Honor, my wife made a mistake, but she was just trying to protect her family. By committing a felony? Judge Martinez's voice was ice. Mr. Winters, your wife will face criminal charges. That's not my jurisdiction. But what is my jurisdiction is determining what's best for Tyler. And what I see here is a pattern of parental alienation and now criminal interference. Jessica grabbed Thornton's arm. Do something. Miss Winters, I strongly suggest you remain quiet, Thornton whispered urgently, but Jessica couldn't help herself. She never could. You're all against me, every single one of you. Edgar's poisoned you all. I've poisoned them? I laughed bitterly. Jessica, I have barely said a word. You and your family are destroying yourselves. She lunged toward me, but Marcus stepped between us. Don't even think about it, he said quietly. Are you threatening me? Jessica screamed. Did everyone hear that? He threatened me. I heard him tell you not to assault his friend, Judge Martinez said coldly. Bailiff, please escort Miss Winters to a seat and ensure she remains there. Jessica's whole body shook with rage as the bailiff guided her back to her table. Robert tried to approach her, but another officer held him back. Miss Winters, Mr. Thornton, Judge Martinez continued, I'm going to ask you one question. and I want an honest answer. Can you provide any legitimate reason why this father should not have joint custody of his son?" Thornton looked at Jessica, who was still seething. "Your Honor, we would need time to prepare." "That's not an answer. That's a stall tactic. I've reviewed this case file, 3 years of litigation, and there's not one single documented incident of Mr. Edgar being anything other than a devoted father. What I do see is a mother who has weaponized the court system and a family willing to commit crimes to maintain control." Jessica finally broke. "Fine, you want the truth? I can't stand seeing him happy without me. There, I said it. He left me, moved on, and I couldn't handle it. But Tyler needs his mother." "Tyler needs both his parents," I said quietly. "And I would have shared him equally from the beginning if you'd let me." 2 weeks later, I sat in Andrea's office reviewing the final custody order. "Joint legal custody, 50-50 physical custody split," Andrea read aloud. "Margaret Winters has been charged with false imprisonment and conspiracy. She's looking at actual jail time, Edgar." "Good," I said without hesitation. "She tried to steal my son from me. Jessica's requested to speak with you privately, says she wants to apologize." I shook my head. "No, she's had 3 years to apologize, 3 years to do the right thing. She only wants to talk now because she lost." Marcus, sitting beside me, clapped me on the shoulder. "That's my boy. Don't give her an inch." My phone buzzed. It was Jessica. "Please, Edgar, can we meet just to talk about co-parenting?" I showed Marcus the text. "She never gives up, does she?" he muttered. I typed back, "Communicate through the parenting app only. That's what the court ordered." She called immediately. I declined and blocked her number. "She's going to try to ambush you somewhere," Andrea warned. "At Tyler's school maybe, or let her try. Every violation gets documented. Every time she breaks the order, it builds my case for full custody if it comes to that." And Jessica did try. 3 days later, she showed up at my house while Tyler was with me. I opened the door to find her standing there with flowers and tears. "Edgar, please, I know I messed up. I know my mom went too far. But can't we put this behind us? For Tyler?" "Tyler's inside having a great time," I said calmly. "And no, Jessica, we can't put this behind us. You spent 3 years trying to erase me from my son's life. Your mother tried to kidnap me. There's no coming back from that." "But I love you. I never stopped loving you." "This isn't about love. This was never about love. This was about control, and you lost it. Edgar, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are. You're sorry you got caught. Sorry you lost. Sorry there are consequences. But you're not sorry for what you did to me and Tyler. Now leave my property, or I'm calling the police." "You're really going to do this? You're going to keep our son from having a whole family? I tried to give him that. You're the one who declared war. Now you get to live with the outcome." She left crying, and I documented everything with my doorbell camera. That weekend, Tyler and I went to the park. Just us. No supervision required for the first time in 3 years. "Daddy, why was Mommy crying when she left our house?" I knelt down to his level. "Sometimes grown-ups make bad choices, buddy. Your mom made some bad choices, and now she's sad about it. Is Grandma Margaret in jail?" "She might be. Yeah, she did something really wrong." "Did she hurt you?" I hugged him tight. "She tried to, buddy, but I'm okay. And you know what? You and I are going to be okay too." "I like staying at your house, Daddy. You make better pancakes," I laughed, feeling lighter than I had in years. "Yeah? Well, you're stuck with my pancakes every other week now." Marcus joined us at the park with his kids. "How's it feel, man? Being a free man?" "Like I can finally breathe," I admitted. "I spent 3 years drowning in Jessica's drama, 3 years fighting just to see my own kid, and now you won completely and totally." "Tyler won," I corrected. "He gets to have a real relationship with his dad now." At Tyler's baseball game the next week, Robert approached me tentatively. "Edgar, I wanted to say I'm sorry. For Margaret, for Jessica, for all of it." I looked at him coolly. "Are you sorry it happened? Or sorry you got caught?" He flinched. "I didn't know Margaret was going to do that, I swear." "But you knew Jessica was lying about me. You knew she was trying to keep Tyler from me for no good reason, and you supported it. She's my daughter. What was I supposed to do? Be a man and tell her she was wrong. But you didn't. So now Margaret's facing charges. Jessica's facing the reality that she can't control me anymore. And you get to live with knowing you helped damage your grandson's relationship with his father. Can't we move past this? For Tyler's sake?" I watched Tyler round the bases, His face lit up with joy knowing both his dad and his mom were there to watch. "We're going to coexist for Tyler's sake," I said. "But we're not family, we're not friends. You made your choice when you stood by while your family tried to destroy me. Now live with it." 3 months later, Margaret took a plea deal. 6 months in jail, 5 years probation, and a restraining order keeping her away from me. Jessica enrolled in co-parenting classes as ordered by the court. And me? I got to be Tyler's dad, really be his dad. Half the week, every week, no supervision, no restrictions. Some people say I should forgive Jessica, that holding a grudge isn't healthy. But they didn't spend 3 years fighting just to see their own child. They didn't get locked in a bathroom by someone trying to steal their kid. So no, I won't forgive her. But I don't need to. I've got Tyler, I've got my life back, and Jessica gets to watch from the sidelines as our son grows up knowing his dad fought for him. And that's revenge enough. What would you do if someone tried to keep you from your child? Have you ever dealt with a difficult co-parent or family member? Drop your stories in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want to see more stories about people standing up for themselves and their families, smash that like button and subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.